let me start here. Do you all remember this? This was like a month and a half ago. And if you're a crypto holder, I'm pretty sure you know what this headline is all about. This was judge ruling the XRP is not a security, whether you hold XRP or not. Huge win for the crypto space. The crypto space reacted very positively. Headlines like this, I just want to say, they are very fun. Posts like this over here on X, it's too fun, especially considering what we've been going through in this crypto winter. Grayscale has won their lawsuit against the SEC. If we're going to be blunt about it, SEC taking some punches, and we're going to talk more about that. And before we dig into this news, Grayscale winning their lawsuit against the SEC, for context and just a foundation, because there's other things going on alongside this narrative, ETFs. That is this. I just saw this tweet yesterday, just a few more days until the SEC has to respond to 6 different spot Bitcoin ETF applications. The SEC will have to comment on BlackRock, Bitwise, VanEck, WisdomTree, Fidelity, and Invesco filings before the weekend ahead. Right now, it's August 29th, Tuesday. So this is all happening alongside this breaking news within the crypto space. Grayscale's won their lawsuit against the SEC. So let's talk about it. Then we're going to actually look at the Bitcoin charts over here. And then we're gonna kind of try and gather what's the general sentiment. Before we talk about what just happened, it's, I think, important just to kind of break down how we got here, right? So skipping down this article just a bit, Grayscale Investments, the manager behind the world's largest crypto fund, first applied for the GBTC closed-end fund to be converted into an ETF. And this was all the way back on October 2021. This is almost 2 years ago. The SEC, of course, everybody, rejected the application, stating in its decision that the application failed to answer the SEC's questions about preventing market manipulation, as well as other concerns. Grayscale, we're getting there. Grayscale then filed an appeal against the SEC barely an hour after the regulatory agency rejected its application. In the filing, Grayscale asked the U.S. Court of Appeals for District of Columbia Circuit to review the SEC's order. And here we are. This is the headline. SEC must review Grayscale's ETF bid. Appeals court rules. A federal appeals court ordered the SEC to vacate its rejection of the trust issuer's bid to convert the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust into an exchange-traded fund. What does this mean? This means we could be very close, a giant step closer to an ETF here, spot ETF. The U.S. may be about to get its first spot Bitcoin exchange-traded fund after a federal court ruled that the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, the SEC, must review its rejection of Grayscale Investments' attempt to convert the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. That's the news that just broke today. And so this happening alongside all of these other ETF applications in the mix, everybody. And this is Bitcoin on the daily chart. And as far as I'm concerned, I mean, I just kind of saw this news break. This is very new news. If we change this daily to an hourly, then we're going to look at some sentiment surrounding this. Look at the hourly candle on Bitcoin right now. Right now, it's just a matter of, and we see this to the downside with bad news. I just want to say that right off the bat. But right now, for me, it's a matter of, it's nice that, look at this, sideways trading for like 10 days. We're breaking out of that, but it's the structure. I'm going to be looking for structure. I'll probably do another analysis, actual technical analysis video later tonight as we just let this news absorb into the markets. But I am looking very much to see what happens at this area that we've discussed. We fell out of this long-term lower trend line. We're discussing the pullback potential into this area of resistance, and that's what I'll be watching in the short term. What does Bitcoin do? Do we break back in? Or are we just going to kind of trickle in sideways of consolidation there? What I really want to talk about, though, is just a couple little pieces in terms of the longer term, the macro sentiment of crypto with where we are in the cycles right now. We talk about this a lot in terms of where we are in the cycles. We're through the worst of it. We're through the winter, right? And now we're just kind of in this accumulation phase, waiting for that next halving, which is somewhere over here. There might be some upside and downside. It might be volatile, but here we are. And crypto, in my view, is winning. We have Mike Alford over here on X saying, of course, Grayscale won the lawsuit. It was only a question of how long the powers that be would make the appeals court hold the decision. It was totally political from the very beginning for the SEC, and that is so true. Highlight that. this whole thing is so political, and it is so obvious. Mike said the spot ETFs are coming, and I agree. It's just a matter of time in terms of this happening. Jake Chervinsky over here said Grayscale wins. The SEC's war on crypto, highlight this one. The SEC's war on crypto is falling apart in the courts. And how often, everybody, have I said that Coinbase, right? Coinbase will win their case because the law is on their side. I tweeted this. This was earlier in the month, August 10th. Some reasons to be bullish on crypto right now. The worst of the bear is over. Just talked about that. Fed will pivot 2024. SEC, there it is. SEC will lose its war. This is what Jake Chervinsky just said over here. The SEC's war on crypto is falling apart. Bitcoin ETF approvals, it looks like we're a step closer to that one. Anti-crypto army will lose trillions to pour into crypto. Crypto is so undervalued. Next bull cycle will be parabolic. Those are just my thoughts and opinions. That doesn't make it so. It doesn't make it guaranteed. That's just the way that I see things playing out. And right now, this news today, Grayscale winning their lawsuit against the SEC, it's a step in that direction. I just want to say that. So everybody, if you're out there right now and you're watching this video, comment below. Let me know your thoughts about this. If you're a crypto holder that's been holding through this, look at this nonsense, the sideways, the winter, we're going through it. It's nice to have a move right now, not just from a price perspective, but from a fundamental perspective in the crypto space. And that is to say, crypto winning this war, this crypto war against the SEC. I appreciate everybody out there. Hit the subscribe if you're not a subscriber. Smash that like button for me. Your support just truly does mean a lot to me. I'll see you in the next video. God bless.